I'm from Laserzone up here in Queensland in Australia, and I'm here to give you 5 simple tips on how to improve your laser game. Right here we've got a Zone Systems pack. First thing we're going to look at is how to hold your phaser and how to wear your pack so you get your optimal performance in the maze. Pack on like this. First thing we want to check is just that the positioning of the pack is in the correct part of the body. So if the pack's hanging way forward like this, what can happen is your shoulders can become very vulnerable on the front there, and you'll get deactivated a lot more in the game. So what we want to do is pop the pack back like this. Push it back as far as you can go so it's comfortable, and you'll notice straight away my shoulders are pointing a little bit further back, which makes it a little bit harder to deactivate me in the maze. Next step, when you're clipping your clips up, what you want to do is make sure your pack's nice and snug, okay? If it's flapping around like this, your pack will make noise, it'll hit the walls, everybody will hear you coming from a mile away, okay? So you want to make sure your pack's nice and snug. The phaser, very important. Most people hold their phaser in the traditional rifleman's pose like this, okay? What you want to do, if you want to play like the pros and try something a little bit more challenging, just flip your hand over, okay? What you want to do, instead of having the palm of your hand on the sensor, just put your thumb on it like this. Put your hands over the top. And the reason the pros play like that is for 2 reasons. The first reason is that this provides a little bit more protection for your phaser, okay? So when you're peering around corners and you're firing at people, it's a little bit harder for them to get you in the phaser. The other reason that they play like this is because you just got a lot more flexibility with your play. So you can go around corners and up high and down low and like this. When you're in the rifleman's position, it's just a little bit more restrictive. 2, using cover in the maze, very, very important. If you stand out in the open like I am now, you are an absolute sitting duck. You're going to get taken out. You want to use the cover as much as you can in the maze. First way is we want to keep our shoulders below the edge of the partitions. Shoulders are very vulnerable, so we want to keep our shoulders low when we're coming around half heights. So if I was moving down the ramp here, I would be bending down like this, hugging the wall. By hugging the wall, it reduces the chances that somebody's going to be able to deactivate me or get an angle on me. So I come down to here and I'll peer around the corner and I'll fire around the corner like this. As I move down the ramp, I keep my shoulders low. If I stand up at this stage, I'm vulnerable to everybody on the bottom floor. I keep down low and I look over the edge and I keep all my sensors behind the wall. So I use the cover and I come down here. Now I've cleared this area, I'm happy here, and I want to start to use a full vertical wall. So as I come to the full vertical wall, I do the same thing, I hug the wall. As I come to this wall, I want to go around that corner. Before I just walk around the corner, I want to look to make sure that nobody's going to deactivate me when I get there. So I look around and I deactivate anybody in that area that I want to deactivate. Once I'm happy that area is clear, then I can move on. 3, possibly the most important skill in laser tag, awareness. Now awareness is all about remembering where people are around you and who will reactivate next. You can keep a track of where people are in your area. It means you can deactivate them all in a sequence, and then if you can remember that sequence, you can go back and get them continuously over and over again. Tip 4, learning the maze. A really important part of becoming a good laser tag player. You'll know where to aim for, you'll know what to expect when you come into an area. Go onto the website of your local site as well. You'll usually find a maze map there, or go into the site and request a map. Okay, and the 5th and final tip for getting better at laser tag, practice. Not only does it help with all the other tips we've talked about today, but it also allows you to improve your reaction speeds. So the more you play, the quicker you'll get. Best way to practice is just to come down and play on a regular basis. If you want to really take it seriously, you can come down to a league, but we recommend probably playing in the social sessions for about 3 to 6 months before coming down to a league. Thanks a lot for listening into our 5 tips today. We've got some more tips on the way. Stay tuned for those. We hope you enjoy your laser tagging.